Father Russell Anderson again, and I'd like to share with you the incident in my boyhood when I was aged 9 that changed my entire life. It's to do with a gun accident. My father had bought me a 410 shotgun, the small type of shotgun. He had the big double-barreled one. I had the small one in order to knock pigeons with for our table at home when coupons determined how much meat a family could have. But Dad gave me this 410 shotgun after tutoring me at length about how to look after it, how to be safe with it, how to put it away after extracting whatever cartridges we had used in the hunting. But this time it was the anniversary. It was the 15th of August 1945, and the whole school, St. Francis Xavier School, I think all schools had been given a holiday, and I had decided with my best friend John Bennett, in the same class as myself, to go hunting down at the Flinders River. I knew I would not take my Shanghai this time. I knew I would take my shotgun with me, the 410. And I was so excited because John knew nothing about the gun. He was used to us using Shanghais to knock birds and to be triumphant that way. But as John came into our front yard on that morning, I was up about 12 steps up on the landing of our house in the front lawn and looking down on the front gate, and John came up the drive, and I had hidden the gun at my feet. I picked it up and without thinking pointed it towards him and said, "Stick 'em up." And as I said that, I pulled the trigger, and lo and behold, this terrific explosion that just stunned me, because I thought I had extracted any cartridges before using it, according to Dad's direction. But John had turned, thank God, left with his shoulder, and the shoulder took all the pellets from the gun. And straight away I went into a panic. I just stood there. I could not believe it. John was on the ground, and our housemaid, Bella from Palm Island, she came running out after hearing the noise, and the workers from the garage next door came running over at the sound of the explosion of the gun. And there was John, just blood pooling all around him on the cement path up to our steps. And Bella immediately brought out bed sheets, and we wrapped John in them, and I was on the top landing still, not believing what had happened. I could not do anything except across the road was where the doctor lived, in the house across the road. I happened to see him coming out to his car to go up to the Hughenden Hospital, and I screamed out to him to come across quickly. That's all I remember, just screaming for help to this doctor. And he came over immediately, and when he saw what had happened, he gave instructions to the men. He told them he would bring his car over to our front door and put John in, and took him immediately. But he'd lost so much blood. I think he was given 3 blood transfusions to restore the blood that he'd lost. And all of us at the Hughenden Francis Xavier School, all of us for weeks and weeks were praying our hearts out to save John's life, because it was in the balance for a couple of weeks, according to what the doctor told us. Anyway, today I have the happy message to know that John has settled in Singapore. He recovered from that terrible experience, and he has his own private, thriving business in Singapore. He's married, he's got a family, and often he comes to Australia looking for me so that we could be reconciled. So that is the occasion that made me think for months after that accident. And suddenly the inspiration came, instead of taking away life by nearly killing someone, why don't you spend your life giving your life to save people? And that was the beginning of my vocation and my call to the priesthood. Thank you.